Well, we managed to get here in time, and so it's great that we've got to the wild dogs, and they're actually just off Impala Plains, nice open clearing. This dog managed to get a little meal for itself. It's a scrub hare, not much left of that already. It's already just about finished. The rest of them I can see moving up and down through the, actually just off to the right, moving through, possibly scanning the clearings for Impala, anything to try and hunt. Oh, that is amazing. Now I wonder, should we try, let's go and try follow those other ones quickly. Because if they are on the move like that, chances are the rest of the pack might make a kill. And there's a nice open section coming through. Maybe there are some antelope. And all of you are very excited, and just as I am. Here we go. There's one off to the right. There's a few here. There are a few. This is wonderful. I have not seen wild dogs here for ages, especially with them having, or with them hanging around. Usually they disappear very quickly. Now let's see, there they are. Oh, that's awesome. That is cool. A quick view. Let's try it. Just trying to see where they're going to go now. It sounds like Ali just had the last view of Tamba. He crossed north onto Buffelshoek. It was great to see him. Sinak. So I'm just having a look here quickly. Hold on. Yeah, they are right here. Now, generally, Sinak, the wild dogs, would most likely rest at night. They're not as active. There's still a bit of light around, so light enough for them to hunt. But generally, here we go. There's another one. See, often what wild dogs do is they flank out, they work together as a pack, and then they run down their prey. This is really, really an awesome sighting. See how they're standing there, listening, they're watching, trying to see, are there any animals that they could potentially hunt now just before it gets very dark? They rely a lot on their eyesight. Isn't that magnificent? You can see the one at the back. Very, very successful hunters. Wild dogs are persistent hunters, so they'll run down their prey. That's really, really awesome. Just trying to listen out. Maybe we hear Impala calling in the distance. Now, it's interesting, often with Impala, if they see or... Oh, watch, here we go. Alright, let's get going. Sorry, I was going to say, with Impala, if they do see the wild dog, usually they don't alarm call. They might give one alarm call and then decide, that's it, let's just get out of here, and they run off very quickly. Oh, here they come. There's another one coming off to our right. Oh, this is awesome. See, they don't look like they're running after anything. I think they're just having a look around. Is there anything that they could potentially hunt? I wonder how many there are here. I can see 4. I think I've seen 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And DP, you asked if the lions could chase, or I mean, if the wild dog could chase the lions away if they had to, or one lion. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they did. You know, the wild dogs are very fast, agile little predators, and if a single lion came too close to them, they'd probably turn and work together as a pack to chase and harass that lion and try move it or try chase it away. I'm trying to think if I've had any incident like that. No, but hyena and leopard, I've seen that many times where wild dog chase them and mob them and try to chase them away. They're going to greet one another. Hold on a second. I'm going to go a bit forward. There's going to be some playful behavior here. It looks like it. How many are there? One. Oh, wow. Now they're deciding to rest. How many can you count of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. See, so now what usually might happen is this wild dog will decide, right, this is now a perfect spot to possibly rest for the evening. They may move a little bit again, but as soon as it's dark, generally, and I say generally because I've also heard of wild dogs hunting at night, not often, but if it is light, maybe if it's full moon, might be a bit easier, and they might move around a lot more at night, depending on how many other predators there are around. They don't like bumping into lions. Oh, there's another dog at the back there, it's 7. So if they do bump into a lion would possibly kill a wild dog. I've seen a leopard actually break the back of a wild dog very, very quickly. They ran, bumped into the leopard by mistake. Watch a greeting. Very social animals. RJ, each wild dog is completely unique in the pattern. They are all different. Everybody, or every single dog has got a different, has different markings and different pattern. Sorry, the flies are irritating me at the moment. A lot of flies at the moment. Oh, isn't that great? See how active they are, jumping around, greeting. Very, very social animals. There's still one just in front of us, so I can't really move at the moment. Okay, let's quickly go across to Ali for a quick update and find out where Tumba went. Oh, look at this now. I've changed positions, got a little bit closer to him. Fortunately for us, we don't have to shine the spotlight on them at all. So it's actually getting quite dark now for us, but luckily you can still see because we've got the infrared on. And now they're starting to rest. So I think they would have woken up late this afternoon, started to run, and then just ran on, and luckily somebody managed to bump into them. It does help having other guides around. We let each other know if there are interesting sightings. So thanks to the other guides, that's how we managed to know that they were in the area, and luckily we got here in time and that they've settled down. Julie, you say Wiem and I are having quite the day. First we won the safari search TM and now wild dogs. It's been great. It really has been a fantastic afternoon. Also the lions, don't forget the lions, some great birds. I must be honest, I think a highlight for me would be that which one was it? It was the dusky indigo bird. I haven't seen one of those for a long time. So the dusky indigo bird and these wild dogs are definitely the highlights for me. And I can hear a fiery neck nightjar in the distance. So as I was saying, it's not unusual for these wild dogs to get up, hunt in the afternoon, late afternoon, and just as it starts getting dark, possibly settle down and rest. Now they may move again, but I don't think they're going to hunt. They're generally not nocturnal. They're not considered nocturnal. These are diurnal predators. They don't have great nocturnal vision, not like that of a lion and leopard. But they will still be very, very alert, but they may just rest here for the night. And then early tomorrow morning, they'll probably start moving again and try and hunt. Maybe we wake up, get out, and they're hunting on the clearings above camp. Because there's always a lot of impala and wildebeest up there. The wild dog will go for wildebeest calves. Sure, there are so many flies at the moment. It is ridiculous, and we don't even have any lights on. Little biting flies because of all this humidity. I can't sit still. Sorry, Djuma, they're not bothering you.
Yeah, I've learned to block them out.
First lady, with the wild dogs, look, there is a hierarchy. Obviously, there's always an alpha male and female. They're the only ones who mate, and they're the only ones who have pups. Well, only the alpha female, generally. However, when it comes to hunting, I don't think there's necessarily one particular dog that always takes the lead. I've seen, I've followed packs before where it varies, and one dog will pull something down, the others come running in. And on another occasion, another dog will pull something down and the others come running in. So I don't think there's any particular one dog that takes the lead on a hunt. Actually, I know there isn't. I've seen many hunts before with wild dogs, and one or two will get up randomly and start walking, and then the next one will get up and walk, and it varies every time. This was such a nice surprise. What a way to end off the day. Lisa, yes, Africa is the only place to see wild dogs, and they are incredibly endangered. And we know the main reasons for them being so endangered is people taking over their territory, natural territory. They need huge areas to move. Also, coming into contact with farmers, and also interbreeding, and that doesn't help the wild dogs very much. They are quite susceptible to disease, and again, that's probably because of man's intervention, local dogs coming too close to them, or them coming into contact with feral dogs. Really getting dark now. I can hardly see them with us sitting here. Just a little bit of movement. So it's so great that we've got the infrared for you. Alright, let's go across to Ali again while these dogs settle down, and let's see what Ali's going to do for the last few minutes of drive.